Hi, everyone. I'm Suzanne Wagner, and thank you for joining me. I am doing the astrology for the month of January 2024. Be sure to check on my website. And my YouTube channel that I have the intuitive patterns for the month of January also, but I also have the astrology for the year up and the numerology for the year up and the Chinese astrology in the year of the dragon also up. Right now, we're going to be doing the astrology for the month of January 2024. We start the month of January 2024 with the mood of a shifting Mercury out of retrograde. That leaves only Uranus still in retrograde until the 27th. While December was an irritating slog through having to repeat things and do things over, we start off the year with a bit of small momentum that seems to want to accelerate and get us going on the very big issues and changes that 2024 has in store for us. January 4th, Mars will go into Capricorn and it will activate our work and career sectors for the next 6 weeks. Probably a good thing after spending all that money during Christmas. Just watch out because patience is not going to be our best thing. It seems that we want to push a bit more than normal, and we are going to be quicker to judge what others are doing as well. Know that your bossy side is not your best side. We want more stability. We are very tired of all this insanity. Let's just say that we are not in the mood to sacrifice anything for anyone. What is probably good is that it provides a slower pace, and that is much needed. On January 11th, there is a new moon in Capricorn. Seems we are preparing for many new beginnings, and this one is preparing us for the Pluto moving into Aquarius January 20th. But with all this Capricorn, we need to set some rules in place and integrate some new boundaries. Responsibilities matter. And to get anywhere in this year, we are going to have to recognize the opportunities and create stepping stones that are manageable and something that we want to attain over the long haul. It will be important for others to see us in a mature light and recognize that our self-discipline can make it through the ups and downs. Mercury will re-enter Capricorn on January 13th, and so now you might be noticing all the serious-minded elements of Capricorn coming into play. Clearly, what is being required is a lot of focus and determination. There is going to be no room for error. You need to become someone others can count on when times get tough. And times are going to be tough in 2024. December was hard, and now some of your co-workers might be holding resentments because they felt they were holding up the fort. Know that admitting that you are off-center and under terrible stresses will soften their mood. A nice simple thank you might also get you out of the dog pen. But remember that Capricorn is a winter sign and it prefers a calm, cool, and collected approach. This is not a time to call others out or be mean-spirited. Facts are all that matter. Leave the story for another time. On January 14th, Venus will connect with the nodes, and that might give a glimmer of what is yet to come. The next day, the North Node in Aries will semi-square to Saturn. Saturn's nature can be a bit constrictive and have a negative attitude. Those that are feeling isolated may feel painfully more so at this time. Try not to cling to the past because this will allow others to clearly see your childhood wounding, and that may make them perceive you as childish and petulant. Respect the boundaries of others and embrace the dutiful side of Saturn. Keep that attitude under lock and key. Then comes the big day, January 20th, and Pluto leaving Capricorn for a good 8 months as it goes into Aquarius for the longer stretch, giving us all a chance to catch that wind and breathe in the fresh air. After all, we are entering a very new era. These shifts will unravel our world in profound ways, and that will push us to challenge everything we think we know. At the end of Pluto in Aquarius in 2043, none of us will recognize our world, and that might be a good thing. Pluto does not change signs much, and as it is an outer planet, yet every time it shifts, we have drastic events before and during its dance across the line. Clearly, it started when Russia attacked Ukraine, and then again this year with Hamas' attack on Israel. Pluto loves to blow things up. It matters not if they are political or spiritual, or both. If they do not match the higher Aquarian ideal, they are out, plain and simple. Things that have gone on for too long will have to change. Pluto and Aquarius will see to that. This refreshing aspect wishes to move out of so much conflict and hate and instead move towards a world where kindness, unity, and inclusion are the traits promoted and bolstered. What is clear is that we will either change or we will be forced to change. Peace will be formed with very new rules, laws, and patterns of acceptable behavior. Societies are going to be overhauled, and we are going to be introduced to new science, inventions, and ideas whose time has finally come. Venus also enters Capricorn on January 23rd, indicating that we will need to love one another and still have healthy boundaries. What we don't want is more drama. What we do want are for those we love to prioritize the question, what opens love? The full moon in Leo on January 25th will help that along nicely. It is perfect for a play date with the one you love. Taking a walk in the falling snow and hearing the muffled silences is a good start. Just remember to not challenge others and to step back from souls that are agitated or seem to be triggered easily. This romantic moon will help us get in touch with what matters. Those places that we are putting ourselves on the back burner are no longer the focus. We want to be in the limelight, and we want to stand up and be unique, be the unique individual that we are. Finally, Uranus turns direct on January 27th after a long retrograde since August 28th of last year. On many levels this month, we gain increasing momentum. Know that many are going to continue to be stirred up, and those that have had enough are going to follow through till the end. We are changing, and in some very big ways. Some are being required to change because of atrocities that have been thrust upon them by hateful people. What is more clear than ever in this light of the January astrology is that we are all interconnected. We need each other. We cannot do it all alone anymore. Isolationist ideals are not only absurd, but cannot be maintained in this new world where we are all so interconnected. January shines a bright white light on those people, situations, and circumstances that have been hiding in the shadows and trying to tear down what is good in the world. January also reminds us that we are going to need to keep our cool because many things are going to change, and our opinions don't matter one bit to those in the middle of war and terrible atrocities against their people. We are in for a big ride this year, one that most of us cannot see clearly because of so many rapidly changing equations. The key is going to be in staying awake and alert to situations, staying adaptable, learning to see the players moving the pieces around the board with the clear intent to muck things up. Don't fall for the old games. At this point, you should be sick and tired of them. Those that keep playing the old games do not realize that we have learned their tricks and now will not fall for them as easily. Focus on the good, and you will focus on the good that you can do and the good that others try to do. Remember, we are all learning new things this year, so be kind and allow the learning for yourself and others to be gentle. Thanks, everyone.